It's time for the church to be honest. It's time for the church to talk about these things. People have questions, and we've got answers. You know, let's think about some of the major questions that our culture's asking today. Let's think about what our teenagers are dealing with. Let's talk about things like sex and money and power and skepticism. Let's talk about religious people. Let's talk about the church.
Well, another big hurdle that seems to get people over when it comes to becoming a Christian and being part of a church is the whole money issue. Mm-hmm. What does the church do with my money when I give it?
Yeah. Well, let me address this. What's the purpose of the church? The purpose of the church is to glorify God, right? So the purpose of the church is to love God, is to gather together and to love God corporately and to scatter among the city and to love God individually and sometimes and also in community within their context. So the mission of the church is loving God. So how does money fit into that? Well, we're also called, as we love God, to go into all the nations, baptizing men and women in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything that Jesus commands. And it's not free, right? I mean, you know, in order to proclaim and to get this message out to people, it takes funds. So I do have a problem with churches that they're all about me. It's all about, you know, give us. And it's never about send us. So the money that comes into churches should be used for the purpose of blessing the city. You know, you see in Jeremiah chapter 29 where God is calling the church to love and to bless the city. So I mean, that's what we want to do at Netcast Church, is we want to be a church that's for the city, not just in the city, and definitely not against the city, but a church that's for the city. So you ask what we do with our money. We want to be extremely generous in our community. We want to give money away, but we want to be a church that blesses the city. So as money comes in by faithful believers, because we're not asking everybody for $1. You know, the people who have bought into the vision, the people who want to be generous to the church so that the church can be generous to the community, those are the people who we want to give. So the purpose of the money is to spread the gospel